What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to an NBA Ultimate Team Edition. This time, this division we're going to do is the Northwest Division. And if you don't know what that is, you got the OKC Thunder, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, Blazers, and the Jazz. Only 3 players per team are allowed. We have a 15-man roster to build. Dante, let's get into it.
We have 3 no doubts.
Hit me.
Well, first off, we got the league MVP, Shai Gilgeous, none other than SGA. The second no doubter is a runner-up for MVP, the reigning MVP, actually, Nikola Jokic, a future Laker. You heard it here first. He'll be on the Lakers next season with Luka. I might stay as a fan for that one. Yeah, I'm phony, I know.
And then who's your third no? There's a third no doubter for sure.
Absolutely. My current favorite NBA player besides LeBron, Anthony Edwards, baby. Let's go.
So,
baby Jordan.
How do we want to build this team? So basically our first 3 starters, no doubt, are going to be SGA, Ant-Man, and Nikola Jokic. Now we just got to figure out how we want to build around those 3 in the starting 5.
So I think we should let's fill out the starting 5. Let's go ahead and fill out our small forward and our power forward.
Small forward, I wouldn't mind looking at them. We got Jalen Williams, you got Cam Johnson, you got Jeremy Grant, and Lauri Markkanen.
Why you laugh when you say Jeremy Grant?
He's not making the starting lineup on this one.
My only sunshine.
I wouldn't be mad for it to fit. Jalen Williams would probably be the best fit at small forward there, I would think.
So even though OKC won the championship, this team is not as stacked as one would think. So when it comes to only grabbing 3 from each team, I think it's actually pretty easy on what 3 we will want to grab. So, yeah, I'm cool with Jalen Williams.
We'll take Jalen at our small forward. So we need a power forward. Who you think you got? I mean, Lauri could play the 4 as well. So, and you got the guy over at Minnesota.
So as much as I want to go Lauri for the 4, numbers-wise, I mean, the Jazz are a very young team. So I think we're just going to have a youthful bench. But I think Julius Randle has to round out our starting 5 there.
So now looking at our starting 5, do you think that would work well together? SGA, Ant-Man, Jalen Williams, Julius Randle, and Jokic? Not terrible.
No, we got no shooting.
Yeah.
We got guys who will shoot, but they're not shooters. Like Anthony Edwards is the only shooter in that starting 5. If we needed a shooter for the starting 5, I would put Cam Johnson in or Lauri Markkanen in at the 4. To get some shooting, spread the floor.
Because let's say we're making the team, we're the GMs, and we're going to put this starting 5 out. Is that the starting 5, or you want one of like a J-Dub or a Julius Randle to come off the bench?
I think I would have Jalen Williams come off the bench.
I wouldn't mind that, and then put a Cam Johnson who's a more consistent shooter.
Yeah, put like a Cam Johnson as my starting 3. Yeah, go with a bigger 3.
So J-Dub is going to go to our 6-man, and we'll take another Nugget and Cam Johnson in at our small forward. He is also going to be better than MPJ this year. Mark my words.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that take at all. So let's back up our point guard here. Let's get SGA a break and make sure we can have somebody come in and give some quality minutes when he's tired. Who are you thinking to fill out that point guard spot?
Point guard spot, we got a couple of options here. I think really 2.5 options, I would say. You got Jamal Murray, which he can run the offense, will be offensively efficient, but I don't think that's what we need. I don't mind the Blazers' new acquisition from Boston, Drew Holiday, coming in and playing really good defense and able to contribute. Imagine him and J-Dub both on the floor.
Let's put Drew Holiday there for now. I'd maybe want to circle back for Jamal Murray and maybe take out Cam Johnson. Maybe. We'll see.
That's our first Blazer off the board. And just so you guys know, injuries do matter in this. Dame just signed. Dame's not going to play next year, so he's not on this list.
So let's get another Blazer off the list here. Let's get some. I love Denny too. I love Denny.
He will space the floor a little bit as well.
I know, and I'm kind of thinking of a floor spacer with Denny, but we still need 2. We still need 2 Blazers, right?
We have no Jazz players as of right now. Of course, I think. On the bench as well, Lauri Markkanen should probably be the first guy off the Jazz.
Okay, let's go ahead and put Lauri Markkanen on the bench, and he'll be kind of one of the catalysts for our second team.
Yeah, he can sub in at the 3, at the 4. If you're playing small, He could be at the 5 even. So
Absolutely. So since we went big there, let's go small and come back and grab Denny. I think Denny's like 6'8" though, but I think he can still. He's an agile guy.
That'll be 2 Blazers now off the board. He did just come off a season averaging 17 points, so a lot of you that might not know that name, he nice.
Denny had actually high hopes when he came to the draft too. Like he was supposed to be like that.
6'9".
Damn, he's bigger than I thought. We got a big team. We gotta small it up a little bit. We need some shorter players out here.
We got 5 more spots. I guess. I mean, we got one more dude from OKC. We got one more of everybody and 2 more from the Jazz.
Okay, one more for everybody, 2 for the Jazz. So let's hone in on the Jazz here. The Jazz have a lot of youth. Okay,
And an old center.
and yeah, they got Yusuf Nurkic, and everybody else is damn near high schoolers. Isaiah Collier wasn't bad, but I wasn't really impressed with him. It's kind of hard to put Walter Clayton Jr. on a team just basing it off of what he did at Florida. And I think he was a late first round pick, maybe second round pick. The most proven player on this team is Walker Kessler, but
That's another big.
That's another big, yeah, another big.
Keontae George isn't terrible. Another younger
Yeah, I was
player.
gonna say I've taken some player props on Keontae George.
Did just
damn,
average
that-
17 points last year as well.
We might have to go Keontae George just for the young energy in the buckets.
We'll go
Damn, that team.
Keontae. Maybe Ace Bailey comes out and balls out. Who knows?
That cat is ruining his draft stock a day at a time.
Then,
All right.
I mean, we'll have one more Jazz guy, but that guy could low-key end up being, depending, Keontae George might drop down to 15, 14, the guys that don't dress, but we'll see.
Right. So we're big. We're going back to the let's go back to OKC. We already have Jokic, Markkanen, Randall. It's a big team already. And if you're looking at the bigs that are left, I mean, you still have Rudy Gobert. You still have
Nas. I'm
Nas
taking
Reed.
Nas over Rudy because he can stretch the floor.
So you got Chet, another guy who could stretch the floor.
That dude as well. I mean, if you're looking at
Or with-
small, the guys that you can take that are small still left on the board, I guess. OKC, you would mainly have Lou Dort or Alex Caruso, depending on the type of player. You got Jamal Murray from the Nuggets. Russ off the bench, you probably wouldn't want him. Then you got Dillingham / DiVincenzo on the Wolves. And then the Blazers, you got Scoot and Shaden Sharp for the most part.
So honestly, from OKC, it's either Chet or Caruso for me. And I know you said you like Nas Reed. If I'm looking at the Timberwolves, I do like Nas Reed. So if we're going, we need another big, but we need somebody to stretch the floor. I'm not saying Nas Reed is better than Chet for the people out here who are hearing this video, but give me Nas Reed and then give me Alex Caruso instead of Chet.
Alex Caruso over Dante DiVincenzo is kind of the pull there.
Yeah, that's what it really is. Alex Caruso is going to do dirty work, man. He's just going to play the game the right way, as Derek would say.
You said it, not me.
You put an exclamation mark when I said it. Brother.
So we got Nuggets, Blazers, and Jazz, one more player from each. And looking at our team right now, we're pretty average in size all around the board. A lot of our shooters are on the bench for the most part, but it's also good. A lot of youth as well.
Yeah, so let's maybe go for some shooting here. So let's go Nuggets.
You got to go Jamal, I think.
I think we got to go Jamal. Yeah, I think we got to go Jamal. Tim Hardaway's a great shooter, but Jamal is one of the most clutch players in the NBA, especially in playoff.
And I mean, this isn't the final depth chart, I guess, but seeing him at number 13 on the team right now just looks insane.
It looks insane. It looks like you're building an all-star team, and he got hurt that year.
Obviously, give me him over Keontae George, but yes.
Yeah.
Then we got a Blazer and a Jazz player left. Blazers. What do you prefer on your team more right now? Defense, hustle, late in the depth chart, or do you want someone that's just gonna put buckets up, basically?
Okay, so Jamal Murray, bucket getter. SGA, bucket getter. Anthony Edwards, bucket getter. Jalen Williams, bucket getter. We got 4 certified bucket getters. And then you got guys like Nas Reed who will just catch and shoot and hit, Lauri Markkanen catch and shoot and hit. I think we're okay with bucket getters. I think we need some people to fill out the trenches.
Talk about a guy that Loves to be in the trenches.
Go ahead.
One of my favorite players ever to play in the NBA. Give me Jeremy Grant on our roster.
I just have to know, regardless of what I said, you were picking Jeremy Grant regardless, weren't you?
If you wanted a shooter, I would have went over to the Jazz and tried to make an argument for Walter Clayton coming out of college. Or Ace Bailey.
Jeremy Grant was making this team.
Jeremy Grant's an absolute dog. And in 2K, he was a dog.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so actual centers. We have Nikola Jokic, and everybody else is power forwards.
Yeah, we don't really... I mean, a natural center. I mean, you got Nas, not really. Laurie, too small.
Power forward.
Denny, 6'9", smaller. Jules Randle was a power forward. So you're looking at maybe a guy to get bored. You can take a Walker Kessler, or you're feeling...
Yeah, I was thinking Walker Kessler as a traditional, 5, because, I mean, 1s and 2s, we got Jamal, Caruso, George, Holiday, SGA, Edwards. Yeah, I think we have to go Walker Kessler here.
Averaged 11 and 12 last year as well. As your 15th man. I mean, I think he's going to dress just because you want depth at that center position, but hey, solid guy.
So if you had to pick 3 people who are not going to dress for this team, who are they? Obviously it changes, but who are the 3 that are not dressing?
3 that are not dressing to start the season. No offense to Keontae, but he's just younger, not as proven.
I already knew Keontae was the first one. He was the low-hanging fruit. The last 2 are the hard ones.
Keontae. And then if you're like looking at it in your head, if you're like quote unquote building a roster and you want people to get like, minutes, Caruso would probably be one of the dudes not playing just because he is older. But if you're just giving me 1 year, Caruso's probably going to get minutes.
Well, you can get everything. I mean, you got hustle and defense with Drew Holiday. You got hustle and defense with Anthony Edwards too. So it's like what Caruso does, it's like you kind of already have that.
So, all right, yeah. I guess what I'm thinking is Keontae, Alex Caruso. I'm going to say Walker Kessler. Only for the reason... I'm only going to say Walker just for the reason of I'm a big fan of smaller ball and stretching the floor. And if Jokic needs a break, Laurie could play that. You got Nas Reed that could play that. You could have Julius Randle pop at that 5 if you really want to for whatever reason. But I'm keeping Jeremy Grant to get some minutes because he's an all-around. He can play 2, 3, 4 for you, especially defensively.
If I'm picking 3 that don't dress, I'm going Jeremy Grant. No offense. We already have that guy. He's Julius Randle.
He's better than Julius.
Shut up. Keontae George, just because it's like I'm taking every 1 and 2 we have over that guy. And then the third one, I'm probably going to have Lauri Markkanen not dress. And I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. He's going to play the 4 between Cam Johnson, Julius Randle, and Nas Reed. And you can even put Denny there. The 4 is filled up. Julius Randle and Nas Reed can have that on lock. We literally watched that this playoff series. So I just don't have a need for Lauri.
Either way, I mean, this is our first ultimate team. This ain't a bad team. Not a bad team at all.
I think we got this right.
And of course, we know game by game, the starting 5 can switch up depending on needs and wants. I mean, you're looking at SGA and Ant-Man. Ant-Man more of a selfish player on that team than anybody else. But he has reps with Randall. And then SGA, unselfish as a player, just won the title. Jokic, unselfish when he has teammates around him. I think it's a pretty good starting 5.
If there's only 2 people that got left off this team that I really wanted to make room for, and that was Aaron Gordon. But it's like you have Julius Randle, so it's like they kind of do the same stuff. And then Chet, you're like Nas Reed, they kind of do the same stuff. Like Chet plays more defense than Nas Reed, but offensively, I see no difference.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the hottest take so far is not having Chet on there. Yeah, Aaron Gordon, Chet not being on there. Dante DiVincenzo's like just one of those other guys. Scoot's just kind of one of those guys as of like right now. I mean, he might pop off this year, especially having, no Dame taking the ball away from him. But we were not taking Rudy no matter what.
No, Rudy was not making his team. I don't care what you would have said. I would have taken Donovan Clingan over Rudy, and I wouldn't have thought twice.
I would have took Matisse Thybulle over Rudy, and he might be worse offensively than Rudy Gobert.
Matisse will shoot a 3.
and miss.
He's going to comment on this video and come after your ass.
Like the video, comment down below on who we shouldn't have on the team and who we missed, and let us know what division we should do next.